What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. Back here again in the OBS setup. I know it's probably getting annoying at this point, but it is just 10 times easier to get these out, so you guys know what's going on. Being looked over quite a bit right now is the whole map update that will be coming to the game, because with everything going on that's more exciting, things like Ghostface and the Freddy rework.
Right.
This is being overlooked a little bit, but I think it's actually being really, really important, and it's actually going to change that ranking tier issue we have with killers and survivors. It's going to make that, I think, more balanced and more challenging as a survivor and a killer. So I'm for it. If you didn't know, they're going through this whole phase that's going to be a map rework, refresh, and relaunch. This just simply comes with the map design change. This includes assets, rules, as in like how things are spawned, and map output, as in the result of the generation process and player behavior playing the maps. Let's start first with the rework itself. Palette loops are kind of a big talk here, and this is probably the biggest change. Well, not quite. When we talk about how the new configuration of maps lays out, it'll be different. But this was explained very awkwardly in the 3-year anniversary. I think he really struggled to like get his point across.
Right. Internal talk, you have different things that mean that only you know about.
Right.
And when you reference them, we all kind of go, "Oh, what? I kind of get it."
Yeah, he was using this as a way of explaining like the value of loops and like
Money
how
bags.
much, and like how much these loops are worth, like money wise. Basically, what he's saying is like you have loops like this one, this 27-meter loop that is very strong and can be used over and over again and can become a very long and tedious loop. They're taking those loops and breaking them down to small 15-meter loops or less. Just varies. Okay, and it will vary even more so when they actually put this forward. But basically, they're changing the value of loops, but they're adding more lower value loops. This will promote skill-based gameplay and taking advantage of mind games with the killer and survivor both. And this will make you in a situation where you can't make mistakes.
Right. Yeah, that's where the skill-based gameplay goes, because as soon as somebody makes a mistake, that's going to determine rather than true luck.
Right.
This high-value loop.
Yeah, and then they talked about hiding totems and how they're going to make them harder to find. This could become really powerful in terms of things like Hex with Ruin, and that could get pretty annoying. So that'll make that perk definitely more powerful as a killer. And they're getting rid of quote-unquote hostage spots. So things like basement stairs and infinite windows and things like that will be pulled back as well. And much more things are happening with this that they haven't quite explained yet.
Yeah.
As for the refresh process, should we talk about this as loop distribution first, I imagine? Yeah, let's
add to it.
Yeah, so they are changing the maps up in general. But basically they're having variations of each map and layout. But start first with this loop distribution. This comes back to that value. There will be loops still. You'll still have places to loop, but there will just be more loops that aren't as valuable as those huge loops.
Right.
So as you see before, we have these big money bag spots where you can loop for a long, long time and really take advantage of loops, and basically it's way easier to do it that way. Mm-hmm. Instead, they're going to lessen those, make them not as valuable loop spots, but add more loops like that as a whole. Mm-hmm. So basically, the people were really worried that it was going to buff the hell out of survivors, or buff the hell out of killers and things like that, and nerf the hell out of survivors. That's not so much going to be the case. It should stay relatively balanced without spots being OP.
Right, and back to the promote skill-based gameplay.
Exactly.
They want it to be less luck, and less casual, really.
Yeah, basically. You have to learn things and actually get good at looping wherever you need to, and it comes big because it's not so much about memorization anymore as we move forward here in this refresh process. They're changing the layout of maps in general. This will start first with the Badham preschool map, the Springwood theme map, but there's variations of different maps now as they do these reworks. So new configurations entirely. It's the same map, the same exact assets, but laid out differently. For when Springwood relaunches, when Badham Preschool relaunches, it'll come with 4 different variations. So original map here, and then next to it is how one of the variations may look like as it comes out. Now this is the map updates are case by case, so we're not exactly sure which ones they're going to move forward with in the future. but we do know they're starting first with Bad Hand Preschool, which I think needs it. And this will put you in a situation where you don't know what map you're on and what configuration you're on until you're playing.
Right.
So memorization is taking out a key. So those high-ranked survivors are going to struggle a little bit more, and it should make a more balanced area and more balanced gameplay.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I definitely think that's a good step to take. It's interesting, and it's a lot of work. So props to them for figuring out how to do it. Hopefully it works out for the better.
This was originally what Friday the 13th the game was trying to do, and it did not get even really close to evolving to this process. But this was what the original plan was: is that every time you step on the map, it'll be different, and with that comes lack of memorization, but more skill-based gameplay.
Right.
And like, I think that's a good idea. I think it works, and it's those loop spots that you're already worried about being too valuable. It takes away from that already naturally when you don't even know where they are anymore. Yes. All right. And then the relaunch process itself, as we look back at the map itself, they will be promoting just like new maps or chapters. So there's nothing really different here. And in terms of when we'll get these, we have our first one coming between Chapter 12 and 13 that will happen with the Freddy rework. And that'll be, of course, will be Bad Hand Preschool. And then we'll see another one, which you don't know the map yet, between Chapter 14 and 15 later on. That'll probably be into next year. So we're looking at, like, what, February there?
Probably, yeah. But take a look at this. There's so much shit going on in this that for Year 4 Dead by Daylight. And this is just one of the many, many things they got going on.
Yeah, dedicated servers will officially be live right after Chapter 13 there. And yeah, I mean, they're going with a lot. There's the Switch version coming out, and then the mobile version. And then, of course, the rank rework as it moves forward as well. I mean, there's just a lot going on with Dead by Daylight as we move into Year 4. And this is one of the things I'm actually really excited for. That, like I said, is being overlooked. But I think this is crucial, especially as you're getting into higher ranks. Like, taking away memorization is really going to make things more exciting. And I hope that they keep expanding on this map rework and get to the point where they're reworking every map and get to the point where there are variations of every single map. Because like that, again, if it's just Bad Hand, it's going to go months where that's the only map that's going to have variations. It's not all that effective. How often do you actually play there, you know?
Right.
So we need more maps like that. I'm hoping the next one they actually rework is Lambkin Lane at Haddonfield. I think that's another one that deserves it. It's unfortunate they're two licensed maps that I think need to be reworked right away. But those are the two where I think you can memorize the map very, very easily because it's just it's a road. It's a straight shot, and you know where all the houses are. You know where all the loop spots are.
Right.
And
also Lambkin Lane's smaller.
Yeah.
On the small side of map. So, yeah, definitely getting some variation in there would be good.
I mean, Lambkin Lane is really just a straight shot. I mean, it's just one road, houses, that's it. I love Lambkin Lane, but again, it's very easy to memorize, and it's very easy to know where you can and cannot loop and take advantage of it, especially as a newer killer.
Right, and I'm not sure how much smaller in that picture with the rework or the configuration, like how much smaller that the map, the preschool was.
Right.
It honestly looks like a little bit bigger.
Like
almost.
the assets itself are the exact same.
They just move trees.
Yeah, it's just where they are. There's a path you were going on.
Right. So there's even a chance we get Lambkin Lane just a little bigger. Which would help.
Yeah, you could. But like I said, like Lambkin Lane itself is a straight shot. It looks more like this new map of Bad Hand Preschool. I mean, it looks more like that. You could configure it in this manner that you see the original. It would be just enough to change it to make it where you don't have it memorized.
Yeah.
Is basically all I'm saying. Like, I think that's one of the maps that needs it too. But hey, we'll see, and then I'm excited for it. I think it's a cool idea. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited for the rework, or do you think it takes away from from ranked play and higher ranked players? Let us know your thoughts, comments below. But that's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.